Welcome back. It is your boy Joker, and we're here again with another Neverness to Everness video. We're gonna be doing these all the time, you know what I'm saying, until the game come out, because we ain't got nothing else better to do. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? We just chilling over here, and shout out to the homie in the Discord. Yes, we are the same person. You know what I mean? We just making up stuff at this point, man. We chilling, but we're gonna have fun. That's the most important thing. And again, April 29th is when the game comes out, so we are going to be playing that for sure. As we have here, I said before on one of the other videos, I want to do kind of like a little series. It might not be every single day, but at least, you know, multiple times a week, where I drop videos of scenarios of where I put the characters at in the scenarios. And I want to do these before the game comes out, before I actually know like all of their backstories and stuff, so I can see how wrong I am, and B, just you know, maybe see how right I am as well. In this situation, we do have, let's go with house party, right? What would we be looking like if these guys were all at a house party? So most of these are kind of self-explanatory, but I will run through them just for the sake of knowing what's going on, right? So let's go ahead and, you know, click a couple of buttons here. The angry parents. Again, this is pretty self-explanatory. These are the peoples whose house the party's happening in, and they're not gonna be too happy when they get back and find out that they all they silverware, the stuff that they done got, is all messed up and all over the place. They're not gonna be too happy, but that's all right. It is what it is. We have the host. We're gonna just assume that these are either the kids of the parents, or whatever you want to call them, right? But they hosting the party. They the ones that done did this, and they were supposed to just chill while the parents went out for the night or whatever. But as you can see, they did everything that they're supposed to do, or everything they weren't supposed to do. You know what I mean? Now, the party animal, again, very self-explanatory. These guys are going to be the lives of the party. They're going to be doing everything that probably is going to get the host in trouble with the parents. The parents are already going to be pretty upset, considering that there's a party happening at the house, but we're going to take it a step further, because they're also going to be upset at the damages that happen, probably for the party animals, and if there is, you know, enforcement called to kind of stop what's going on, it's probably because these guys done mess some stuff up. The driver. Now, this is the designated driver. These are the people that are going to be the responsible people at the party, right? They understand that, okay, look, man, I can have fun, I want to just chill, like, and enjoy, but I showed up with somebody, and we're taking the keys from this person, just straight up, right? We're not even finna let you have the keys and you gonna mess something up. That's just gonna be how that is, right? We have the average person. This is just the average person that's gonna be at the party, right? They showed up, you know, just chilling, just having a little vibe, and they're not really gonna do much, you know. They might have a conversation or talk at an instance if you bring a conversation up to them, but they're really not gonna do too much, right? But they're not the next one, which is in the corner. Okay, these people are the ones that somebody forced them to show up, right? They're gonna probably be asleep on a couch somewhere, or they really want to go home. They don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? They got forced to be there against their own will. They would rather be somewhere else. These are either going to be, no, they're not even really going to be the party poopers. They just don't want to really be there, right? And then you got wasn't invited. These are the people that just wasn't invited for, you know, either specific reasons or general reasons in general. Like, I said general twice, you know what I'm saying? But they just weren't invited, you know, for whatever reason. Like, no, don't worry about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start this up. We have Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer. Again, this is what I call him. If you guys don't know who that is, you know, go ahead and search it up. I got some water because, again, I need to, you know, refresh to figure out what's going on. So Jim Adler. I think Jim Adler, again, like I said in the other video when it came to the school thing, he seems like he's more of a responsible person, more of the adult-ish figure. I don't think he would be, I don't want to put him in Angry Parents, but I feel like I want to throw him over here in Driver. I feel like he's going to be somebody that's going to be very responsible. He's going to be the person at the party that's overseeing everything and trying to make sure that these guys right here don't do too much, right? Because, hey, you're gonna shut the whole operation down. We're just gonna keep an eye on you, make sure that everything is good, make sure that we're all raring and ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he's gonna flourish in that role. Do you know what I mean? Akane, next person. Akane, again, we know that she is a musician. She seems like she's pretty cool, a very fun person. Especially within the music video. I'm glad that I actually kind of reacted to that and watched it. I think that she seems like she's more of an extroverted person. I don't know what happened to her friends or her bandmates, I guess you can say. I'm not too sure what happened there, but I do feel like she's going to be in the party animal kind of, what do you call it? She might not be like party animal, like blackout party animal, you know what I'm saying? But she's just going to be somebody that a lot of people want to be around. She's going to be singing, dancing. She's going to be cool, right? She's going to be somebody she's going to be probably on the least, like, we're going to rank them within there. I think she might be like on the end. I doubt she's going to go around breaking stuff, but I feel like she's going to be pretty cool. We got our boy Chaos. Now, Chaos is another person I felt like he seems like he's pretty cool. He's somebody that could be, you know what I'm saying, more of a, maybe a little bit more of an extrovert in the rank that I'm going to put him. But I feel like he's going to be the driver. I see him having a really good time at the party. I see him talking and conversating, but I don't really see him doing anything that's going to be like detrimental to his health. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really see him being blackout, you know, wasted somewhere where he doesn't understand what's going on, right? Again, first assessment. I could be completely wrong here. I could be completely wrong with everything. Jim Adler or Texas Hammer might be a party animal. I don't know, but I'm just saying, you know, from first assessment is what we'll put him at. Yeah, we're gonna put Chaos here. I think Adler is going to be specifically looking for, like, he's going to be chilling, but I feel like he's going to specifically be looking for people in this category to, you know what I'm saying, not, do you know what I mean? Not tweak out. So I feel like that's probably what's going to happen in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? So we're going to go with that for now until I, you know what I mean, think of something else. I'm not gonna lie to you, I am thinking of something for Akane. I kind of want Akane to, I see her in party animal, but I don't see her being like cooked. I see her, I might be second guessing myself, y'all. We're gonna keep it pushing. Okay, so Chiz, is that her name? Cheese? I don't know. I said cheese. What am I talking about? But she is the one that's like the nurse person. Look, I feel like she's gonna be another person that's kind of responsible, making sure that she's kind of like keeping an eye on everybody. I feel like she'll have some fun, but I don't really see her going all out and tweaking out. Does that make sense? Like, I don't really see that happening for her. There's really not that many people that's really tweaking out. We got like one party animal right here, and I don't even think she's the bad of the party animal. I feel like low key, because I don't think she's gonna be going around and, like, you know what I mean, tweaking out. She might low-key be the one hosting the party. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with Akane's hosting the party. She could be hosting the party with somebody else, but I'm just saying, I know that she's gonna probably be one of the ones that done messed something up. I don't know. Well, not messed something up, but she's gonna still be, you know what I mean. Daffodil, let's go Daffodil. I know her. Daffodil seems like she's another person that is there, but isn't really, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like she could be another designated driver, but I feel like she's like the average person at the party. I feel like both of these are, now that I think about it. I feel like both of them are kind of chilling. Like, they're not really doing much. I feel like Adler's used to kind of watching over people. Obviously, the position that she is. Both of them look like they're specifically there to be the designated driver, where these two, I feel like they got invited, but they're not, like, I feel like he's probably a little bit above Daffodil. They're your average person at the party. They're there, they're chilled, go home, you know, go have a good time, and then that's it. I don't feel like that's how, okay, we're gonna split this up a little bit. I think that looks a little bit better. So I think I like that one. I think I like this one. I think Daffodil is probably your average person at the party. She probably won't be talking too much, but she's gonna be chilling. She's not gonna be tweaking out too much. Our boy Edgar is invited here, and he really wants to go home. I don't see Edgar being somebody that's like having fun at the function. Not saying that he's a downer, but I just feel like he'd much rather be asleep. You know what I mean? Or chilling, or like playing video games, something. Like, somebody forced him to pull up. Like, bro, come on. Like, he wishes he wasn't invited. I feel like that's kind of more lore accurate. Now we got Shawty over here. What's her name? Elims. See, Elims is. I feel like I'm saying her name wrong. Do you know what I mean? I'm going like Elims, but it's Limes, like L Mines. I don't really know how to say her name, and it's gonna be hilarious because when I finally hear it, I know I done said it all sorts of wrong. So for her, again, just based off of the little small interactions we've seen, she seems like she's pretty chill. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she's really a party animal. I think that she's an average person at the party. She just ain't gonna be as talkative as this boy Chaos is. But I feel like this is probably it. I'm not gonna cap, bro. See, I'm looking at these and I'm low-key second guessing myself, and that's not good. But that, you know what I mean? I don't know. Do I want to put Chaos in party animal? Chaos might be that guy. He might be that dude at the party. His name's Chaos. Right? He might be that guy at the party. He might be the dude. Let's put Chaos in party animal. Let's do that. I think I want to do that. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I think he might be that guy. Let's be honest. EXE. Like XE? What are we talking about? Bro here, I feel like he is kind of like Edgar. Bro, he could be in one or two categories. Either people are like, he looks cool and he would look good. So you know how, for those that don't really go to, you know, parties or whatever, sometimes when you're the host and you're inviting people, you invite people just based off of how they look, right? He looks cool. So him being at the party would make the roster that's at the party look a little bit better. Do you know what I'm saying? But he also doesn't look like he really wants to be there. So it's either going to be he got invited and he's like, Edgar, like, bro, like, I really can go home right now. Or he's the opposite and they're like, we know he's going to not want to be here and be a little bit more lame, so he wasn't invited. I'm going to lean towards the fact that he was invited as well, but he also doesn't want to be there. I think that's kind of lore accurate. You know what I mean? Now we have Zero. We have the twins. Let me go ahead and move him next to his sister. I guess you can say. I don't think that they're like that. You know, whatever. But female MC and male MC. I've already told you guys my theory on the female MC and male MC. I always feel like the female MCs have more personality in games like this. I don't know why, but they give them more personality, whereas the male MCs are usually more stoic and kind of level-headed. They're still, you know, cool, but I'm not gonna cap. I think this might be the most lore accurate thing right here. I think this guy is literally here to make sure she doesn't break anything, and she's here to break stuff. Do you know what I mean? She's gonna be the party animal. I feel like that's just damn near lore accurate. Whereas bro is just like, all right, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here, I'm chilling, but at the same time, I'm really here just to babysit you. Like, he's one of those people that pulled up in pairs. They might not have pulled up in pairs, but they're here because they understand what the atmosphere is going to be like at the party. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be somebody here that's going to damn near mess it up for everybody. Do you know what I mean? So that's what they're here, just the general make sure everything's good. He showed up with her and he already knows what type of time she's on. So we got to literally be here to make sure that stuff isn't going to, you know, self-implode. Now, we got our boy Baikong. Baikong is the one that has a lot more, you know what I mean, aura, I guess you can say here. I feel like he's a guy that's going to be well respected, making sure that he's looking at everything. Like, I don't want to say that he's going to be a host, because I doubt that he would be the one hosting this stuff. He also wouldn't be the Angry Parrot. I feel like he would be another driver, but I feel like he would be kind of like a sub host. Does that make sense? Like, he's the guy that the host is like, she's hosting this stuff. This is Akane's party. We already done, at this point, this is Akane's party, right? She's hosting it, but she trusts him so much because she knows that he's going to be able to look around he's going to be able to manage the party. Does that make sense? That's kind of where I'm going. I'm going to put him in designated driver, but he's low-key like the sub host. He's like, you feel me? He's kind of like in a tier right here, in my opinion. He's the cool guy that he ain't gonna snitch at what's going down, but he's also like at Jim Adler over here. They're making sure stuff don't completely destroy the house, don't get blown up. Do you know what I mean? Now, we're gonna go to Hotori. Now, she's the one that's always drinking, so I'm not gonna lie to you. We already know that she's probably one of the bigger party animals here. I doubt she's gonna be self-destructive, but we do know that she does like to dabble in aesthetic water. Do you know what I mean? That's for the younger guys. That's you know, the juice, and I'm not talking about the fruit juice. Alcohol, it's alcohol. We know that she likes to dabble in that. So I'm pretty sure in a party setting, if she's already getting wasted by herself, I know that in a party setting she's gonna be doing cartwheels in the middle of the floor or something. So she might stop time, and I don't know. You know what I mean? So for sure she's gonna be one of the ones that Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer, damn near has to make sure she doesn't blow up everything. You know, maybe even Daffodil, but again, I don't think Daffodil. I think Daffodil's just showing up and she's just kind of chilling. So I feel like Jim Adler's gonna have to make sure that she don't blow up something. I don't know. Y'all let me know again how that is. So we have Idoi. Idoi is another person that looks like she's a little bit more timid. I don't think she's gonna be in the corner. The only reason why I say that is because she does hang out with a lot of extroverted people like Elims and Mint especially. I feel like she's the quieter of them, but she'd be the average person at a party. She'd just be chilling, be a little bit more quiet, you know, probably hanging around her a lot, just vibing there, right? They're just, hey, we're here, we're having a good time, you know, let's just have a good time. You know what I mean, right? So that she's chilling right there. I feel cool with her doing that. There's this Jiwan. Now something about her, this is like this grown woman right here. I feel like I want to put her at the end of Party Animal, and the reason why I want to put her at the end of Party Animal is because I feel like she's responsible enough not to be all the way at the top, to where she's going to be somebody that people have to kind of like keep an eye on the entire time. I feel like Hattori's going to be wasted. That's just me. I don't know. I could be wrong. Matter of fact, let me swap this because we already know these two might be some of the direct causes of the problems. I feel like she's on the low end of Party Animal because she's gonna show up and have a good time, but like that's it. Do you know what I mean? She's gonna be having more fun than your average person is. She's not gonna be walking around kind of paying attention to trying to drive somebody home, but I also don't think she needs to be driven home. Does that make sense? So I wanted her at Party Animal, but like at the end, I feel like she's just chilling. Now I'm not gonna cap. These are my children right here that are up next. So we got Link Code. Y'all weren't invited because y'all got school tomorrow. It just is what it is. You feel me? Y'all got school tomorrow. Y'all need to go sit down somewhere. Because last thing we need is for y'all to disrupt something. Y'all got school. Y'all go sit down somewhere. Nonali. Nonali is going to be somebody that I'm gonna assume is probably in Party Animal. He might get into more trouble than your average person, I'm going to assume, at a party especially. I mean, she might get in more trouble than Hotori, but Hotori is already going to be like wasted probably before we even show up. So I'm going to assume she's already cooked, and then Nonali might not be wasted. Hopefully she's not, right? But she's going to just be destructive in the area because why not? You know what I mean? Like that just sounds... It sounds damn near lore accurate for her character, especially if her and this one are in the same place. That might be actual destruction. So we're gonna hope that doesn't happen. But anyways, we have Nitsa next. Nitsa looks like she's gonna be somebody that's an average person at the as well. I don't really see her. I think I find her and Daffodil being like the same person there. They're not necessarily there to kind of like accompany and make sure somebody in Party Animal goes home. They get invited and they're there. They have their fun. They show up, you know, conversate with maybe some of the other average people or average persons at the party. Talk to some of the drivers. You know, they'll talk to the Party Animals, but probably try to stay clear away from them because they might end up getting them in some stuff they don't want to get into. And that's it, right? Maybe even say hello to the people in the corner so that we can tell that they're still alive. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't really feel like these two particularly are going to be kind of doing too much or less to be in the other positions. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at there. Hanyo's another person that's going to be, in my opinion, a Party Animal. I feel like she knows how to have fun. She's going to be. We already saw her. She was at the concert. She's in the like club. She's dancing. She's smiling. She's having fun. She's chilling. Like she's just chilling. Like let's be honest. I feel like she knows how to have fun. She's gonna probably be more popular than Chaos. Chaos is gonna be popular because he's just gonna talk too damn much, and people are gonna. I mean, come on now, it's Chaos. So that's just gonna be what it is. But I feel like she's gonna be up there in the party. I see her having genuine amounts of fun there, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And Shinku is gonna be somebody that, to be honest, I want to put her at designated driver for a reason that will be explained soon. Actually, I'm gonna put her at designated driver. She's specifically there, in my opinion, for one person. Lacrimosa is gonna probably be asleep somewhere in the corner. She's somebody that might have gotten invited but didn't really want to go. You know, I'm not putting her somewhere where it's like, you know, oh well, she's not supposed to be invited because of what, you know what I mean. I don't think anybody would intentionally not invite her. She hangs out with, you know, Baikong and that group. I believe she would be invited, but I just believe she wouldn't. She'd either not want to go, or she would be. She's literally in the corner with these guys. Like, they're all cooked. They're asleep. She's gonna turn into her little coffin thing and then be knocked out. She does not want to be here. You know what I mean? Let me put it that way. She might be the one that doesn't want to be here the most, to be honest. Her or Edgar, but I'm gonna assume Lacrimosa really doesn't want to. Mint's gonna be up here. Mint is the reason why I put Shinku at driver. Shinku was somebody that did not want to show up to begin with. I don't believe Shinku wanted to be here at all, but then she heard this one's gonna be there and we got work tomorrow. So you need to, she's literally making sure Mint doesn't self-destruct the entire house, in my opinion. I feel like that's what Shinku is there for. I think that's pretty lore accurate, no? That they're a part of like the group 1, 2, 3, 4. They're really good friends in that group, but I feel like Shinku, I want to say that I heard somewhere that's like Mint's best friend or one of Mint's best friends, so I know that she pulled up strictly to make sure Mint doesn't self-destruct everything that's going on in there. And considering the rest of the cast that's in Party Animal, might happen. So we look over here, our boy Skia. I think Skia is somebody that he might be a little too serious, bro. Skia, I feel like I'm saying his name wrong. I feel like he might be a little too serious. So I kind of feel like people are looking at him, they understand like he's cool, but I think that if Akane had to invite somebody for street cred, it might be Buddy right here. Not street cred. Street cred would be Skia. Obviously people know who he is. But I feel like they feel like he might be a little too serious, right? I feel like he might be a little too serious. Okay, so let me put it this way. I feel like Boom, because he has a street cred because he's in Baikong's group. So having him there, you already have Lacrimosa there. I said Lacrimosa there. I feel like he wasn't invited. They're like, no, this bro, he really doesn't want to be here. And not only that, but he's probably going to be a little bit of a downer. Again, it could be completely wrong. This man might be the party animal. We don't know. But I feel like Akane is like, nah, bro, we just not gonna invite you. You look like you might not have a good time. And in proxy, if you look like you don't have a good time, then other people gonna see that, and then maybe they might not have a good time. People work in mysterious ways. You don't know, right? Okay, so we have Saikiri. Saikiri specifically was not invited just because Nanali ended up showing up. And they knew that if these two ended up together, all hell would break loose. So they did not tell Saikiri about this party. Specifically, she also need to go her behind to school tomorrow, just like Linko does. You know what I'm saying? They got classes tomorrow. They need to go to school. They don't need to be worried about this damn party. But we know for sure if Saikiri was here and she meshed with this one, now we really blowing up the spot. So we specifically did not tell her anything. Okay? No. Not even close. Fadia. Now, Fadia looks like she's a little bit more, I feel like she's more responsible than what she can be given off due to her position. But we also do know that's grown woman, right? I feel like she is going to be somewhere with her, right? She's going to be having a little bit more fun at the party. I feel maybe like around here. She's going to be having a little bit more fun. But it's just because of her personality. Like, she's gonna be flirting and all of that extra stuff. You know her. I feel like she's a little bit more self-explanatory. Now, Alfar, the director. Now, first of all, she is the one that's gonna show up and be hella pissed that all of this is going down at the crib. I promise you, she is. She's going to pull up at the end and see this cast of characters and self-explode herself, right? What the hell's going on? she's gonna be very pissed at like 3 a.m. whenever they pull back up. That's the angry parent. I promise you that is. Hathor. Now Hathor is somebody that I feel like can kind of fit in with them. She's connected enough to where people know her, but I feel like she's not really gonna have a good time while being here. Like I don't even. She seems like she's a little bit more to herself, so I kind of see Skia and Hathor being like people that were invited because of maybe their status, but then they're just like, bro, like, you know, it's whatever. Like these are people that found a way to leave early. These two are like, yo, like we're gonna just dip out. They're here, but they done fell asleep, so they're just gonna wake up when Alfard pulls up and starts yelling at everybody, in my opinion. But they done found a way to leave early. They did not want to be here to begin with, but they got invited because of their status. That's just how it is. Black Rose, or I said Black Rose, Blackbird. I don't know if she's a villain or what, so I'm not gonna cap. I don't know exactly where I wanted to put her, and I don't think that the other people do. If she's a good person or a good guy, then maybe we can kind of throw up there. I don't know if she's even, you know what I'm saying, I don't know anything about her. I just know she pulled up and she got a bunch of, you know, stuff. Like I don't know how to even explain it. She looked cool though. I'm gonna put her at the average person in the party. I don't think that there's anything that jumped out for her being there. I just feel like she was just there. I feel like Daffodil, I feel like everybody else has a little bit more personality. At least they've shown more personality. She's like very mysterious. So, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna be there. No, she is mysterious. So I'm gonna put her right here. Like, you know, she's there. We don't even know who invited her or how she even got here. You know what I'm saying? But she's here. Everybody's having a good time. So sure, until obviously, you know, the boss pulls up. Now we're not having too much fun. Now Aurelia, I love her name. She is somebody that I actually did see in Akane's trailer. I wonder if Aurelia was a former part of her band. I want to see the correlation between those two. That seems like that's going to be very fun and maybe even heartwarming. But considering she's best friends with Akane, or at least there's a connection there, I want to say that Akane, if she, I already said that Baikong was somebody that would be really cool with the host, just to make sure that he can keep an eye on everything. But I feel like this might be an even better option. Like, you know what I mean? They're obviously, they have some history together. I feel like they're gonna be cool peoples. This seems a little bit good. They're gonna be the ones that take the fall for this party. Straight up. Taiki, hey bro, this dude right here. Now, obviously, this man is the party animal. Let's be honest, right? Like, this guy is the champion of champions. The party starts when he walks in. Straight up, right? Like, we can't have the party without the GOAT here, right? If he's not here, what are we doing? We're just it's a get together, not a party. We're talking about a party here. We're talking about a party. We got to put the GOAT here, the party animal himself, right? So this right here is what I feel like seems a little bit good. You know, y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat. Do y'all think that there's going to be somebody else that's angry parents that's going to be pissed off? Maybe you could throw Baikong up there. I'm not too sure. I usually just put the direct up there because she's the chief. She's the head of the operation. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this looks pretty good. Y'all let me know what y'all think, and I'm gonna make sure that when the game comes out and we actually do this, I'm gonna do an actual list after, and we're gonna see how off I actually was, or if the list looks exactly the same. Who knows? But like I said, if y'all like NTE content, we're doing daily stuff over here. It's random, not Neverness to Everness stuff. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, we just having fun on this channel. But other than that, love you guys, bro. Thank y'all for all of the support, and I will catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.